A lot of people think they have a sales problem, but they're wrong. They have a conversation problem. And I take people from awkward outreach into comfortable conversation that gets better clients and bigger fees.
Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So, if that sounds like the kind of breakthrough that you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to welcome our guest expert today, Ray Engan. Ray was a shy little boy who avoided talking to strangers by walking inside the safety of his mom's wraparound skirts. Yes, Ray wrote his own bio. He combined 2 careers, stand-up comedy, he even wrote for The Tonight Show, and sales management into his current work as Chief Charisma Officer for Leadership Through Laughter. He helps successful speakers and coaches that love to serve but hate to sell create comfortable conversations that generate clients quickly. Ray, welcome to Goalbusters.
Hey, Robin, great to be here. Thanks for having me. Oh my God, we're across the world from each other. This is amazing.
We are across the road. Well, you're across the living room as far as I'm concerned. Tell me, whereabouts in the world are you?
I'm sitting on my couch, for God's sake. Can't you tell? I'm in Petaluma, California.
Okay, California. I have no idea where. I know where California is, but I have no idea. What did you say it was?
Petaluma, it's the egg capital of America for a while, and we have a thing called Butter and Eggs Day. And the 2 things you'll never find at Butter and Eggs Day are butter and eggs. You get a lot of young kids drinking beer, getting in fights.
Right,
Yeah.
the egg capital of America. I'm not going to forget
Yeah.
that one in a hurry. I'm pretty sure it's probably the egg capital of the world. I've never heard of that anywhere
I
else.
think it used to be, but
That's brilliant. All right, but that is also me waffling on. Shall we do the questions instead?
sure, let's rock and roll.
Let's do it. All right, I'll get the clock up on the screen, and there it goes. Ray, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Well, my ideal client is, like I said, is successful speakers and coaches that love to serve, that hate to sell. I have them turn the applause and praise they already get into comfortable conversations that actually create clients quickly. So they're already good, but they realize that applause is not a purchase order. So I help them get on the stages they deserve and work with the clients they deserve.
Fantastic. Wow. All right. My mind goes to, I wonder what they deserve is, but that's not the next question. The next question is, what exactly is the problem or problems that you solve for your clients?
Well, a lot of people think they have a sales problem, but they're wrong. They have a conversation problem. And I take people from awkward outreach into comfortable conversation that gets better clients and bigger fees. So that's the process. They don't know how to connect. Working with tons of entrepreneurs over the COVID years, they have great ideas and they're fantastic at what they do. And I said, what's the problem? Well, nobody returns my calls and nobody answers my emails. So there's a connection problem that people have. So that's the problem that I solve. I take people with great ideas and connect them with the people they deserve to work with.
Excellent. All right. That's very clear. Thank you. So now that we know that, what is one valuable free action that the audience could implement that will help them to go some way towards solving this problem for themselves?
I think I can probably give you 2 that are very, very similar. One is if you think about, if you go back in your mind and think about 3 people that you used to work with, that you loved working with, you loved the project you were working on, and you love the thought of meeting that person again just makes you smile. If you take those 3 names that you could come up with quickly and just open up your email, take out all the logos that show you how cool you are and what you've done in the past, and you just send this simple email that's it's I call it the 7-word email. It's like, Robin, it's been too long. Let's catch up, Ray. P.S. Your Zoom or mine, and just send that email out. And when I first did that with a room full of people, I was teaching how to speak for free and make money off of speaking for free. I had them do that on a whim. And within minutes, like half of them raised their hands and said, "Oh my God, I got to reply." So that's the fastest way to create business for yourself. The other thing that people should do is stop trying to be, uh, stop trying to reach out professionally and politely and talk to people as if they are your friends. Friends don't ask questions, they make statements. "Hi, how are you today?" said no friend ever of yours. They will always say something like, "Oh, look at that hat. Great. What are you covering up a thick head of hair?" And that's the way friends talk to you. If you talk to people as if they are your friend, you will get a lot farther, a lot faster with people.
Yeah, perhaps that's an American thing, because in Britain we always say, "Hi, how are you today?" But of course, the distinction is we don't really care. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you're right. So therefore, you're right. All right. So now that we have a little bit of a better understanding of what you do, and I stress it's a little bit, and that's my fault because I only gave you 3 minutes, let's dive briefly into goal busting, which is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve your business goals. Ray, could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their own productivity habits?
Well, people have to realize they're not machines. And uh, if you say time block, do this, do that, you get all kinds of advice. My brain is like a squirrel. It's like in the middle of walking to the kitchen, I forget where I'm going, right? And so for me, if I said, "Oh, here's 2 hours to do outreach," I'll never do it. But if I focus on doing one every single day, just you know, if you're in a good mood, great, you do as many as you want to. But if you're not in that mood to do it, just do the one. Take the next step. People get overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. Well, overwhelm is really lack of hope. And all hope is the next step. And if you see the next step, you can move forward. Take that one little next step and you're pretty much gold
Yeah.
as far as doing something.
Fantastic. And doing something, I mean, even an hour might be too long. But what about 10 minutes? And then
Yeah.
another 10 minutes, and then another 10 minutes until you've done an
How about
hour.
how about 1 minute? It might have to
Exactly.
come down to that. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Or you're from the egg capital of the world. So how about 3 minutes? And then you've got an
Three
egg at the end
minutes.
of it as well.
And all your problems become hard boiled.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, they're grown, grown, grown. But it could be, it could be the egg timer productivity tip, couldn't it?
That's right. Three
Yes.
minutes to a successful you
Yeah. Or
from
three and
Pepsi
a half if you
Intelligence.
still like them running. Okay. Right. So I digress. Ray, that's brilliant. Excellent advice. Absolutely perfect. So, what should I have asked you today, Ray, that I didn't? And what would your answer be, please?
Um, why do so many talented people stay invisible? Why do so many great talents that have these incredible native geniuses walk through life, fail trying to start a business, or just become unknown? And I think what they are is they get caught in this what I call the prison of politeness, right? When we approach somebody, we will say these things that strangers, for example, if you making statements versus asking questions, like I said before, a stranger will come up to you and says, "Can I ask you a question?" And you immediately go, "Okay." You literally pull your body back and you cover your neck, the most vulnerable area of your body. But if you just reframe that as a statement, "I have the craziest question." People, what is it? They want to know. So using curiosity, relevance, and specificity and having the conversations and treating them as if you already know these people will allow them to let out what they'll to listen to what you have to offer. That's the greatest piece of advice that they may go, "Oh my God, I need to know more from this person." So by being completely nice and polite to people, you actually raise this wall. They wonder, what does this person want from me? But if I treat you as if I've known you all my life, you will subconsciously believe, "Oh, he sounds like a friend of mine." So I'm going to take this friend vibe and I'm going to, "Wow, tell me more about you." And it's that simple thing. See, I'm trying to hit the post where I hit right at the 7 minutes and I get through there. So,
Oh, you
and,
missed it too. Look at that. So I was going to jump in actually and just say,
oh,
so
okay.
so it's so. Or the other thing that happens is when you ask questions, is people go, "Is this the Spanish Inquisition? Why are you asking me?" They get suspicious, don't they?
Yeah.
And my background in marketing is, ask questions. Well, no, it doesn't work in that way.
Well, you need permission to ask questions. You haven't earned that right yet.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
and, and so once you get that right, then you ask questions and it works. But until you do, that wall goes up every time you do it. And you'll never, if people wonder, who are you? Why are you here? How long are you going to stay? Are you friend or foe? They
Yeah.
will never, ever allow you in. But if they don't, you can stay there as long as you're interesting.
Yeah, fantastic. I've really enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Ray. Lots of hot tips in there. Really good advice. I love the short emails and keep it real and keep it friendly as well. I love all of that, especially in an age now. We were saying in the green room beforehand that so many AI emails going out now, and they're like thousands of words long. Nobody reads them.
Yeah.
And people spot them instantly as well. All right. So I digress, and we are out of time for that part of the podcast. But at this point, I always ask a question. It's a two-parter. Part one is, how can people reach you, Ray, if they would like to find out more? And I know the answer is send a very short email, but I think they need to know to where. And the second question is there like a valuable free resource they can get from you as well? Because as I often say, people aren't always ready. You're talking about keeping it real and friendly. Well, people feel nervous about first contact. So sometimes it's a good idea to give them something to look at, to read, to watch, so that they get more into what you do, and then they feel more comfortable. They understand what you're saying, and then they're like, "Oh, now I've really got to get in touch."
Oh, it's so true. And a sale happens when trust is high, when trust plus congruent, irresistible offer, whatever level. If this trust is high, anything is irresistible. But if somebody doesn't know you, they'll be hesitant to take your free, free this, free that. And I want to give something to people that is something that's very, very valuable in this day and age. And it's a video I made about how to create these short emails that get answered. And the average person that loves you only reads 26 seconds of your email. If they don't like you, if they open it, 80% of emails are never opened. But if they open it, you've got 8.97 seconds right now to capture somebody's attention. And I created a video to show you how to do these things called the 26-second email or 26-second outreach, 26-second email. And it's 26, the numbers 26 seconds, SECOND, email.com. That will take you to that the 26-second email movie, and you'll have all the information you need to write yourself short, quick, returnable emails. Even talks about subject lines and things like that. How to reach me personally, it is ray@humorspeaks.com. Humor is spelled in the American way with HUMOR, not HUMOUR. Speaks, SPEAKS.com. And you can find me on LinkedIn at my name as well, and drop me a line in there. Subscribe to my newsletter on LinkedIn. It's about how to make selling fun. Those are great ways to get a hold of me and gain some valuable information without ever having to talk to me.
Fantastic. And yeah, I got a whole bucket of yous for you. You're Americans and you're dropping your yous everywhere. And actually, over here in England, it's not 26 seconds, it's 24.2 seconds. But who's counting, So.
Okay. That's probably the latest
Yeah,
study.
no, I completely made that up, obviously, but
Oh,
I was just because who works these things out? How do they figure these things out? But I know you're on the money there. I completely agree with you. Although I was thinking 26 seconds. I don't spend that long on any email, not even the ones I'm writing myself. But I do agree with you. Actually, you're making
Let someone you love gets 26 seconds.
Yeah, I obviously don't love anyone then, because no one
Yeah.
gets that long. I do. I pay a lot of attention. All right, Ray Engan, that has been an absolute masterclass. Brilliant. What I love about what you do is you make it sound easy, you make it sound simple, and often the most powerful things really are simple. That doesn't always mean they're easy to do, but they really are simple in their output, their results that they get. All right, so Ray Engan, thank you so much for appearing on Goldbusters today.
Thanks for having me, Robin. Always a pleasure. This is great. This is fun. It was great being in your living room, and it just looks different on your side of the living room and my side of the living room. So
yes. Well, you've got an egg on the wall behind you. I keep looking at it, I think, oh, that's an egg, isn't it? That's an egg. I don't think it's meant to be.
we have a giant pond in between the two of us.
That's for boiling the egg.
Yeah, there we go. It's just taking a while to heat it up.
That's right. Yeah, it'll take a while. Well, we've got global warming going on, but anyway,
Yeah.
I think I need to end the podcast. Otherwise, we'll be here all day riffing about this. Ray Engan, thank you once again. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting, and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.